People, Deluded, I'm back again. I'm more of a neutral video in that obviously all football fans can take something from it, but it's not Arsenal centric as such. I've got some general points I've come with, people, quite a few, and we might as well crack through them. So the less I waffle and the more I just crack on, the more we'll get to what we're actually here for. But moving forward, Richard Masters, Premier League chief executive, people, has said it's more or less inevitable that the Premier League will get their own Netflix style streaming service, obviously in relation to which I hope is football, the 38 games in the Premier League, obviously with what Amazon have been doing with the behind the scenes and things like that, it opens up the doors to that. It also potentially opens up the doors to potentially clubs doing their own official thing or having some exclusive sort of things they do and advancing in that regards. And it's a matter of time. Amazon probably have them scared or probably made them wake up. But it's a matter of time. Football packages are not worth it. Unless you're rich, it's not worth it, and it's still not worth it. Imagine if you do, that's your business. And anyone listening, I pay TV license as well, and I listen, and I don't stream. But let's just say if you didn't do any of that, Sky Sports, hundreds of quid. BT, the same. If you want to watch Spanish and La Liga and all of these Italian and all these leagues, you got to get a next thing. More time. If you happen to follow a championship team, more time. These championship teams are even doing, you have to pay to stream. Some clubs I'm even seeing you have to pay to watch their academy and that, people. Do you get it? It's not worth it. It's a madness, people. It's a madness. You're paying through the nose. You're doing an absolute madness. So it's inevitable. I'm not too clued up on the NBA, but they've said it in this article as well, and I'm pretty sure the NBA got some sort of pass. I don't know if it's a pass to watch all the teams. I don't know if it's a pass where, again, it's not Arsenal there, but if Arsenal were a basketball team, I can buy this pass and I'm certified watching Arsenal's 38 Premier League games and whatever they do in other competitions, rights permitting. If it's something like that, I'm all for that, man. That is it. That's more value. That is way more value because you're paying for almost... Really, when you get these packages, you don't really utilise them because really and truly... BT, alright, cool. Let's check BT, for example. I watch a lot of football, so it's good for me. I can watch Germany, I can watch, French, obviously the Premier League when need be, the Champions League and whatnot. But if football's not on, and I'm not watching Youth Gen and things like that, I'm not really utilising it. There's a bag of other sports, there's a bag of other programmes, but I'm not really pre-ing it. Documentaries and some other good content, but I don't really use it. So it's not really value, is it, like that? And you wonder, like, less is more sort of thing. To get it, people, really and truly. But he has said it's inevitable, it will happen, and he has said the move could result in lower subscription costs for fans and obviously greatly increased revenues for clubs, which is the bulk of why they're probably all for it. Apparently the rationale behind it is that 200 million fans worldwide currently pay to watch live English football. The Premier League could undercut its existing partners and could still make much more money. For example, the NBA's League Pass streaming service costs about £10 a month in the UK. If the Premier League was to opt for a similar amount, significantly less than what Sky and BT charge for their bundled packages, its annual income from those 200 million subscribers could theoretically rise to 24 billion, 8 times the current figure, which again, they don't care about giving fans more value for money. It's about making more revenue. That's probably the only sentence that they really cared about. But he said, moving forward, of course, any such move could also entail large costs and big risks, but Master confirmed as the Premier League boss in December after spending over a year in the role on an interim basis, believes it's only a matter of time before the top flight take the plunge. Masters did not confirm which markets the league was considering for its pilot, but The Athletic understands the first choice was, clearly I got this from The Athletic, but it said the first choice was Singapore, where more than 400,000 fans currently subscribe to Singtel's offering. It's also understood the league itself was keen to proceed with a trial, but the majority of the clubs felt it was too soon for them. Singtel's guaranteed 70 million was a safer bet than the uncertainty of attracting and keeping subscribers with an untested product. So we'll see, but I mean, that's something I would like to hear. Sadly, we got to talk about racism for a hot sec, people, and I saw in The Athletic earlier in the week, apparently, long story short, the bulk of the article I can sum up is that there was filmed footage of, and again, it's Chelsea fans, but racism is racism, but Chelsea fans being racist, one organisation having evidence, and UEFA not proceeding with anything. So we know UEFA doesn't care about curing xenophobia homophobic insults and obviously racism and all these things. For whatever reason, it's clearly not from. If they were decent human beings, it wouldn't. I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be a problem, but there'd be a greater fight. But they're not at the ground level facing these things. So and a lot of them can't really have any sympathy or empathy, having not been in them situations. So they don't really care. But the bulk of it, in relation to Chelsea's Champions League group stage match on October the 2nd last year, this same camera footage in question also witnesses a young man standing on a train hissing to the ape sound of Nazi gas chambers. From the same tram, a much older man sings a disparaging song about former Spurs striker Martin Chivers being a Jew. The Athletic also obtained 2 additional recordings of racist chanting from that Lyon match. Fans in the Chelsea section of the ground were covertly recorded on video by the Fair Network, an organisation which seeks to combat all forms of discrimination within the game in Europe. The network took the evidence to UEFA's Control, Ethics and Discipline body, but after the game last October, the governing body decided not to issue proceedings against Chelsea. 4 months on from that match in Lyon, nobody has been banned or prosecuted as a result of the actions on the French town. It doesn't matter if it's people being racist that are English nationals or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's anywhere around Europe. UEFA just simply do not care. I'm not going to spend too long on this topic and waste my breath, really and truly. And it is a slap in the wrist of just any decent human being, white, black, Asian, whatever the hell you are. It's just a slap in the face, really. So the less said, the better. Keeping up with racism though, and a 17-year-old Bournemouth fan has been banned from attending football matches for 3 years after pleading guilty to chanting racist abuse. This individual appeared at Highbury magistrates, and he also in addition to the banned people, he was fined £55 plus a surcharge of 21 quid. He hasn't been named for legal reasons. I mean, if he's taken a grown decision, you can name him. You can't say that he's eligible to go out and, if he wanted to, sign up for the army and fight in a war. You can name his name if he can take a conscious decision to be, pardon my language, an absolute prick and be racist and try and say things to get under someone's skin beyond the healthy banter of football just being a waste, man. We know football allows people to cower and hide, because I very much doubt this young lad would say that to someone in the face. Or if this case did go to a more severe sort of note and he did end up having to receive a custodial sentence when he was on that wing, I guarantee he's going to lie about what he's either in for, or lie about the details, or lie about who he might have particularly abused. Either way, he's an idiot. This game happened between Spurs and Bournemouth, and he's let down Bournemouth wrong. He's let down Bournemouth the club, he's let down Bournemouth fans, he's let down Bournemouth the area. And Bournemouth is a very big club when it comes to trying to aid racism, and actually they do a lot of good work when it comes to homosexuality and things. Like, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure someone that came out as a trans woman was a chairman or something of Bournemouth's committee or something. I don't know if it was official football board, but someone went and done something at that club and it was commendable, allegedly. So this guy's an idiot, man. A Wolves fan has been banned after making monkey gestures as well. Joseph Smith, who's actually been named, has been found guilty of racially aggravated, threatening or abusive behaviour at a game. So he's been found guilty of something. This is in relation to making monkey gestures at Tammy Abraham and having a spat towards rival fans, allegedly. He's been banned from attending games for 4 years. He's a season ticket holder, so again, he has let down Wolves. You've had a black assistant coach, and you've had a lot of black males who have played for your club, and again, you've let down the area, Wolverhampton, which has a decent community of the people you're abusing. You've let down the fans, you've let down decent human beings, and you've been named and shamed. Hopefully, if someone sees you, they can just slap you in the face, man. God. Just a waste, man, really and truly. Moving forward away from this racist crap now, people, and apparently we're that much closer to seeing safe standing, potentially, people. And apparently the return of safe standing areas at football stadiums is getting ever closer after barriers between seats were shown to improve spectator safety. The Sports Ground Safety Authority has been studying behaviour at all seater stadiums, observing that during big matches, fans are more likely to stand anyways, causing a risk of injury as they climb on seatbacks. But the installation of barriers in seated sections at Tottenham and Wolves had mitigated the risk of cloud collapse, with research so far indicating a positive impact on spectator safety. At the same time, Shrewsbury Town, Wycombe Wanderers and Oxford United are among the clubs that have been trialling safe standing terraces, incorporating railings to separate supporters. All-seater stadiums have been made mandatory in the top 2 division leagues of English football since 1994-95, following the Taylor report of the Hillsborough disaster, which sadly obviously claimed the lives of 96 Liverpool fans. And obviously it's very sad, man. Like, I learned about that in school. It's very sad that people left their house, young and old, man and woman, all different sort of life and circumstances, to watch a game of football and never returned, man, and died in sad circumstances, to put it nicely. And that's not even the right way, man. It's, may their souls rest in peace. May peace, if any, can come to their family if it hasn't already, because this happened in 94, 95. I'm born in 95, so it's way before I was able to comprehend it. Took a while for the people them to get truth as well. I do remember that much. Took a while for the honest man and woman that just wanted truth about why this happened and what's going to be done in relation to reports. And yeah, man, I hope anyone that was a victim of that, directly or indirectly, is either souls is at peace, or they can find peace, or yeah, man, anything, man, because it's sad. Because I mean, I'm just starting to think about it. What if I left my house to go to the Emirates and I never returned? I got on the train, I bought a beer, I did whatever I was doing, paid my ticket, gone in the Emirates now, and I've never come home. Like, it's gone to do something that people are probably looking at all week. It sucks, man. It's really upsetting, man. I wish I didn't put that in the vid now, man, because it's really kind of dampened my mood, people. I'm never going to lie, man. Moving away from that, though, people, all 20 Premier League clubs have committed to a league-wide ban of anyone who is found guilty of discriminatory, abusive or violent acts. Last season in England and Wales, the number of matches where hate crime was reported increased by 47%, from 131 matches to 193, according to the Home Office, people. Moving away from that, the FA has closed its allegation in relation to Liverpool and Manchester City's fighting over hacking of systems. Liverpool have essentially bust case, so if they allegedly done it, they got away with that. Busting case is a hobby. Them O.J. Simpson lawyers and that. But yeah, they're competitive on the... Well, you say competitive, Liverpool running away with the league, but they're competitive rivals on the field. Like, they're competitive rivals off it. At youth level, you're seeing a lot of players actually go from vice versa as well before they hit academy. And yeah, man, it's crazy. But apparently, FA asked both Premier League clubs for information concerning this matter. Michael Edwards of Liverpool and staff members Dave Fallows and Julian Ward alleged to have hacked into a player database used by City. It was alleged the login belonging to Manchester City scout Rob Newman was illicitly used by Liverpool staff on hundreds of occasions between 2012 and 2013. However, due to the age of the allegations and the FA saying that the matter was the subject of a $1 million settlement between the clubs, the investigation will go no further unless new information comes to light. So yeah, somebody's put some hush money. Someone's probably called someone and said, we both did wrong. Let's put some money together for the inconvenience. Let's let this one settle, man. So that's probably what's been happening in that regards, people. What else is there? What else have I got? Well, you've obviously seen the Premier League has obviously voted to change the summer transfer window back in line with the rest of Europe, which we needed. We ain't got to spend too long on that, people, because we all know we needed to see that. Finally, you've heard what I want to leave you with. I've seen PSG are setting up an academy in Miami. As you know, a lot of American players, both American-based and them that are eligible for American and European academies, is getting amazing. You're seeing Giorgio Reyna, the son of obviously Claudio, former Man City boy, at Dortmund doing his thing. And Miami, PSG would be silly not to set up base in Miami or set up base somewhere else. It's set up base in the North American market. They've obviously got Weyer. Obviously, Bayern Munich obviously have Alphonso Davies, who's Canadian, doing his thing. So you never know what could be found. But apparently, PSG continue to push into the North American market by opening a state-of-the-art residential football academy in Florida, USA. The academy and its 20,000-seat stadium also became the headquarters of PSG Academy USA. It's the largest campus allegedly set up to date by an English club on European soil. So yeah, man, it should be pretty decent. I mean, it would help them. You never know who you could find, people. Obviously, if it can make people better humans, have a footballing education and give back to American soccer and help develop, then cool. If certain people can, if that can give them the edge, because you've seen a lot of American-based players go to see if that can help them get a footprint for that. Or if you could just find that one player. What if the next Lionel Messi is American, people, and he happens to walk into that stadium? I mean, into that soccer, it's highly unlikely, of course, but into a soccer program there. I feel so bad saying that. Into a football program there, people. Do you get what I'm saying? So you never know. It just takes that one kid. It just takes that one kid to be... And obviously Messi's an exaggeration, but that one kid, what if they find that one American that can progress to their first team or be sold for 20 million? That's probably already repaid their academy. Again, I don't have exact costs on how much this mad thing will probably be, but it is what it is in that regards, people. On that note, though, I don't have anything more to add, so I'm going to get out of here and let you lot enjoy whatever you have left of this Sunday night here. I don't know where you lot live. Americans, you're behind us. Some of you are watching me in Australia, so you're probably into next week by now. So on that note, love, people. DG, I'm out.